Life often tests us with challenges in marriage, career, and wealth, leaving hearts anxious and uncertain. In these moments, there is a powerful way to seek guidance and blessings that goes beyond effort and planning. Turning to Allah with sincere dua can open doors that seem closed and bring ease where there is struggle. Today, we will share a profound dua, taught through the examples of prophets and companions that can inspire hope, strengthen faith, and transform your life if recited with sincerity and patience. When a person faces difficulties in marriage, employment, or financial stability, the first and most important step is to turn sincerely toward Allah. Human support is limited, opportunities can disappear, and plans may fail. But Allah's help is never restricted. Turning to Allah means recognizing that every need, seen or unseen, is under His control alone. It is an act of humility, where the heart admits its weakness and places full reliance on the Creator rather than the creation. This turning is not only through words, but through the state of the heart. It involves seeking closeness to Allah during hardship, maintaining prayer even when answers seem delayed, and believing that struggles are not punishments but invitations to draw nearer to Him. When someone turns to Allah with honesty and dependence, their hardship gains meaning, their heart finds calm, and their trust strengthens even before circumstances begin to change. Sincere dua is one of the greatest tools a believer has because it directly connects the servant to Allah without any barrier. Dua is not a ritual of words alone. It is an honest conversation with Allah that carries hope, fear, and complete reliance. When dua comes from a heart that is truthful and attentive, it has the power to reshape circumstances that seem fixed and unchangeable. What appears impossible to people is easy for Allah. Dua changes a person internally before it changes the situation externally. It builds patience, strengthens faith, and removes despair from the heart. Through sincere dua, Allah may grant exactly what is asked for, delay it for a better time, or replace it with something far greater. Every sincere dua is answered in a form that benefits the believer. Even when results are unseen, dua is actively working, protecting, guiding, and preparing the believer for what Allah knows is best. Trusting Allah as the ultimate provider and planner is the foundation of a believer's life. While humans can make plans and work hard, the results are ultimately determined by Allah's wisdom. Recognizing Him as the sole provider allows a person to act with confidence and peace, knowing that every effort is guided and every outcome is in the best interest of their life. This trust does not remove responsibility, but balances action with reliance on divine guidance. Belief in Allah's planning also brings comfort during uncertainty. When setbacks occur, a heart that trusts Allah remains calm, understanding that what is delayed or denied may protect them from harm or lead to greater blessings. It transforms anxiety into patience and disappointment into hope. Trusting Allah teaches acceptance without resignation, encouraging gratitude in both ease and difficulty. Through this reliance, believers find stability, courage, and clarity, knowing their sustenance and success rest in the hands of the All-Wise. The dua Rabbi inni lima anzalta ilayya min khairin faqir is remarkable for its simplicity and depth. By reciting it, a believer acknowledges complete dependence on Allah for all forms of goodness. This dua does not limit itself to a specific need, allowing Allah to provide what is most beneficial, whether in ways the heart anticipates or in ways beyond imagination. It is a humble admission that without Allah's mercy, one possesses nothing of real value. Using this dua, also cultivates mindfulness and focus in prayer. Instead of overwhelming the heart with long supplications or a list of requests, it condenses trust, humility, and need into a few meaningful words. Repeating it regularly nurtures a constant connection with Allah, reminding the believer that every blessing, opportunity, and provision originates from Him alone. This dua trains the heart to remain content, hopeful, and reliant, creating an inner peace that accompanies sincere devotion. The example of Prophet Musa Alaihi Salam demonstrates the transformative power of turning to Allah in times of need. When he faced immense challenges, alone, fleeing danger, and without resources, he turned to Allah with complete sincerity and humility. His reliance on Allah's guidance and provision shows that even the greatest difficulties can be overcome through faith. This story teaches that no situation is too dire for Allah to change. Prophet Musa Alaihi Salam's experience highlights that dua is not only about asking, but also about submitting to Allah's wisdom. By calling upon Allah, he opened the door to solutions that were beyond human capability, including protection, provision, and guidance. His example encourages believers to remain steadfast, even when outcomes seem uncertain. Trusting Allah while taking responsible action mirrors the balance between reliance and effort. Following his example, one learns that Allah's help is always near for those who sincerely seek it, no matter how challenging the circumstances. Consistency and patience in dua are essential because spiritual connection and blessings often unfold gradually. Making dua regularly rather than sporadically strengthens the bond between a believer and Allah. It shows commitment and sincerity, reflecting a heart that trusts in Allah's mercy rather than expecting immediate results. Consistent dua also keeps the heart focused on hope and reliance, preventing it from becoming distracted or discouraged by temporary setbacks. Patience is equally vital, as answers to dua may arrive in ways or at times we do not anticipate. Allah may delay a response to protect, prepare, or provide something better than what we imagined. Practicing patience while continuing to make dua teaches endurance and deepens faith. Over time, this combination of consistency and patience transforms the believer's mindset, cultivating resilience, gratitude, and spiritual maturity. It reinforces the understanding that the journey of dua is as important as its outcome, nurturing trust in Allah's wisdom. Having firm belief in Allah's perfect timing and wisdom is a cornerstone of a believer's life. Often, humans desire immediate results, forgetting that Allah sees the bigger picture. What may seem like a delay or a hardship is part of a divine plan that is far wiser than human understanding. Trusting in Allah's timing means accepting that every event, every challenge, and every blessing occurs exactly when it should, for reasons that may not be apparent immediately. This belief also brings peace to the heart. When a person is convinced that Allah's knowledge surpasses all, they no longer panic over missed opportunities or setbacks. Instead, they remain hopeful and patient, confident that what is meant for them will never pass by. Trusting in Allah's wisdom encourages gratitude, prevents despair, and strengthens resilience. It reminds the believer that divine timing always aligns with what is truly best for their life, in ways they may not yet perceive. Remember, turning to Allah with sincere dua can bring blessings in marriage, career, and wealth, even in the most challenging times. Keep your faith strong, be consistent, and trust in His perfect timing. Here at Interior Deen, we hope this reminder inspires your heart and strengthens your connection with Allah. If this video benefited you, please like, share, and subscribe. Let's end with a positive prayer together. O Allah, bless us with goodness in our lives. Comment this dua below to spread the blessing.